everyone, and welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to carry on with February from Kelly O'Gorman's 2019 calendar, and I'm just going to do the pink and the purple on the hearts for today because I'm going to use my Erosion pencils for those, and I think I'm only going to use my Erosion for those. So we will just get diving right in. And I'm going to work with my darkest colour first, and it is going to be Rose Pink in P-11. And I'll start with this one down in this corner, and all I'm going to do is go right into the corners here and work my way out, fading as I go. And I will do this all the way around in all of the gaps, like so. Making sure that you fade out as you come from the center of each section. There are quite a few of these, so you have to be quite patient. There we go. I won't bore you by going around doing every single heart in the corner because it would take quite some time, when really you can do this in your own time because it's the same for all four. There we go, that's half of the heart done. This one I'm just going to colour in as dark because you can't really see anything else from it. So let's start at the top again and just work our way around, starting with a quite medium pressure, not hard, and just fading out to very light, to be basically not seeing it at all. Keep your pencil leads quite sharp. This will make it easier to get right into the bottom there. But like I said, we'll do these on this video and then another part in another video because I'll be using a different set of pencils. I will be using quite a few different pencils on this piece, not just one specific set, because especially for pastel shades it's quite difficult, I find, to get the colours that you want to achieve from just one set of pencils. But I do find the Erosions do have a lot of pastel colours in that work really well to go with what I'm looking for my picture. There we go, and the last one there. Right, so then I'm going to get my second colour, which is Orchid Pink in P-1. Looks darker on the barrel, but it does come out a little lighter. So again, I'm just going to go over what I've just done and very lightly fade out again. Very lightly. You don't need much pressure for this. The pigment from the pencil does come out quite easy. Some of these are quite small, so they won't graduate out into the lightest colour. Like these ones just down the side here. That's alright because we can still see the marker base underneath, which is what we want anyways. We don't want it to fully be covered over, because otherwise it would be no point putting it on really. I think we'll see the graduation a bit better when I come to do the heart. We have more on this side that won't have the gradual shading coming out, as they are a lot smaller on this side. But you can see from me putting this down that this pencil colour is lighter than the previous one, the rose pink. So it is always a good idea to swatch your pencils and your pens before using them, because the colour on the barrel of the pencil or pen isn't always true to what's down on the paper. There we go, and that is that done. And then I have another colour which is lighter again. This is Cameo Pink in VP-10. And on the bigger ones, I'll not bother with the lighter ones because there really is no point. Just go over the whole thing right to the end, as light as possible, just to give it that final finish. So I do plan on using my Prismacolors, definitely for the gold. I think I did say in my last video that I was going to use my Polychromos for the gold, but I found a nice combination in my Prismacolors that I think would go really well. It's more of a dirty gold than a bright gold, but I think against the pastel colours it'll work rather nice. Right, so that is just a slight gradient that you can get my words out, that you can see on these parts. Like I said, I think we'll see it a bit better on this part. So we will get our rose pink again, and I'm going to start from this section of the heart here, and you just want to do a lay down and fade it out. And I'm going to turn my book here because it's going to make it a bit easier. So we're over at this side now, and from the edge we're just going to have quite a, not a hard pressure, but definitely a bit of pressure, more than when we were doing around the edge. And again from this edge, and you fade out as you go, and you want to do that all the way down this side. Let's go back up the top there. So yes, on this we are going to see the gradual shading from the pencil leading into the marker base. So the marker base will definitely be showing on this. Which is what we want. Just make that a little bit darker there. So that's that one, and then we will get our middle colour again, which again is Orchid Pink in P1. and we want to go over what we've done. And fade out again to this side. You can see I have my pencil on its side rather than on its tip. This makes it easier to, with such a large area especially, to get the colour along, because you have more of a surface along the side of your pencil. It will also come out less scratchy than if you were using the tip. There we go. And final colour is again the Cameo Pink in VP-1. And again, we're just going to go over the whole top of what we've put down. And then we're going to very lightly fade out. And because we already have the base of the Lemouche marker in, I have it here, we used the pale pink light in 196 to do the base. With that being there, we do not need to colour in the whole heart because it blends in really nicely with the pencils that I've chosen to go over the top for the shading. And I'm not putting a hard pressure on here, I'm really just lightly going over a dusting of pencil to ensure that it does blend in well with the other colours that I've chosen, and we don't get a sharp edge between the colours that I've put down. But this is really quick and simple, but like I said, there really is no point in me doing every single heart on the picture in the video because they're all the same. If you want to, you can keep the side of the heart that you're doing as the shadow the same on all four hearts, meaning on this heart it's here, so on this heart you would have it here as well. Or since it's on the inside, or if you were looking at these two hearts, it's on the outside of the heart, you could do it on the outside of this heart. It's entirely up to you. There we go, so that's that heart done. I think I am going to put the shadowing on this side, so I'm like a matching what's the word I'm trying, a mirror effect, that's it. So yes, I'm going to have the shading on this side of the heart, but before I do that, I'll do my purple. Again, I have chosen Orchid pencils and I have 3 here, and for the darkest colour I am going to use Crocus in P-20. I don't know if you can, there we go, you can see that there now. And I'm going to start at the base here and work my way from the bottom of the petal to the top, again with a fairly hard pressure, fading out. I'll do a few and then I'll move on to my second colour to show you that. Because I wanted this picture to be quite pastel shades, I haven't chosen a very dark colour as my main shadow, I can always come back once I've finished all of them and I've taken a step back to have a look at what I've done. And if I feel like I need a bit more shadow, then I can get another colour that's a bit darker and just go in the base again. So I'll do all the ones down this side. It does feel like, to me, like this is a heart wrapped in a flower, or even a flower with a heart-shaped centre. Really pretty. Really, really pretty. I do like Kelly O'Gorman's images. I do have all of her books and calendars. Although, shamefully, I have not coloured in many of them. But I do mean to. I definitely will colour more in. I do at the moment have a work in progress from her A to Z colouring book. And I've also finished a letter from her A to Z colouring book. I'm just going to turn that back again, so we'll be back in the right hand side just to do these ones. I am a bit of a book turner when it comes to shading. I haven't got the hang of keeping the book in one position and manoeuvring my arm around yet, but I'm sure with time I'll get the hang of it. And then I'll just do this one at the bottom here. I'm just looking, these do have lines on them. I might come back with a darker colour and make the lines more pronounced. I may even come back in with a dark fine liner, a dark purple fine liner, but we'll see. So then I'm going to go in with my second shade for purple, and that is Lilac in P9. And again, I'm going to go over what I've done and work out, again, gradually decreasing the pressure. So has anybody else started this picture? Like I said in my first video, you don't have to follow along with my colours. I've seen some lovely work so far from friends in the colouring community, and also just from people posting on Facebook what they've done, especially in Kelly O'Gorman's Facebook group. There's some lovely pieces in there, some pieces done where I would never have expected certain colours to look so well, and they really stood out and they look fantastic. There was one image I saw all done in blues alone, and it really looked good. I nearly changed my own ideas. And my friend Nicola, she has finished hers, and she did a lovely piece. You should go and check it out in Kelly's group. along with the blue themed image as well. They really do give you some good ideas, especially if you haven't started and you don't know what you have or what you would like to do on the page, because there are some pictures that I think to myself when I first see them, I'll definitely do that picture when I think of what I'm going to do, and then you come a couple of weeks later and you still don't know what you're going to do. And looking on Instagram, and I'm just going to go in with my lighter shade now, and that is the Verbena, and that is in VP-10. So yeah, Instagram or Pinterest or Google or even Facebook even, and you see other people's ideas and inspiration, and it really is just a good place to find what you might be looking for, just to give you that extra shove in the right direction to do your own picture. So on these, because they are a lot bigger than the sections in between, I'm not going right to the end because the marker base is showing through. And again, it is a good light base where I don't need to cover it over because my pencil is lighter or anything like that. I have chosen personally what I think is a good set of colours to gradiate down into the lighter shade of the base. I think I will go in, I'm definitely going to be going in with my Posca pen, but I think I might use my fine liner, as I said, just because you can see the lines at the base of each petal, and I think it would look nice if they were just made to stood out a little bit. Normally I would go over them in my white Posca pen. I do have purple Posca pens, so I might use one of those as well, because Posca pens, with them being acrylic paint, do stand out a lot better than what the fine liner would. So I think I'll do that, but that'll all be at the end when the rest of the picture's finished. I'll do all the details at the same time. There we go. Lovely. So that is the pencil work done for the pink and the purple. That didn't take long at all. I know this is a short video, but as I said, there's no point going over it 4 times. And it's the same on this side for the purple as this side. Start at the base with your darkest colour. Use your other 2 colours to go over the top of what you've already done, blending out into the lightest colour, leaving the very edge of the petal because you have the base already of a pale lilac colour. And in my next video I will come back with a different set of pencils and colours for the greens and the blues and my gold. And in the meantime, I will continue around the picture and get the rest of these corners done, and also the little hearts in the centers. Again, thank you for watching my videos. If you like these, please subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Bye!